Okay, so yeah, this is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Can you believe it? So I guess that would be day 6. This would be a great opportunity to look into. I hear through a couple different people that Clear Lake, the AEA, they're at the airport, is looking for an IT position, so it'd be a great one to look into. I don't know if they would hire somebody before they're done with school. I don't know. But anyway, be great to look into. Then let's take a look at our scenario here. This is a nice view of where we can see where we're talking about access layer. And we have our layer 2 device. Then we have our multi-layered switch. And then we have these 3 routers right in here, so these could be considered core routers in our environment. Okay, so we have the blue area, we have the pink area, and then we have the green area. Talked a little more about routing going on here. Here now we should have a trunk that has been turned into an ether channel. Okay, and as far as our layers, you could think of the multi-layer switch as your distribution layer. Then we did a little practice. Yeah, so what we did was, it was trouble right here in Dirkville. So we did some troubleshooting on the network. I posed some questions, and then the students answered those in a document. The idea of writing it down makes you think about it, rather than, I kind of think I know the answer, but having to write it down. And so we treated it kind of like a lab. And I went through a number of items in our layout that have to do with understanding VLANs, trunking, ether channel, aggregating traffic, and so forth. So there were whole things. We talked about why we call it a multi-layer switch in comparison to a layer 2 switch. We talked about this being in the switching fabric. We talked about this being routing, and then up here routing and having a network address that our goal was to be able to use access to our our layer 2 switch, and then ping. I'll use another color here. Be able to ping. Let me use another color like ping all the way to there. So you would have to have your default routes going out. You have to have a static route in. And we need a static route pointing down in. And we'll talk more about these routing situations tomorrow. Okay, so then, yeah, we looked at this same situation. We gave an example over here, how the routes point down in to an example here. And we talked about how you might want to, if you're pinging from here and you're wondering why it doesn't come back, if it takes the address, the source address from your switch here where you're pinging it out, this router doesn't know where that is, so it can't send it back. It can't send it back. So we talked about that. Talked about, pinging, work server. This was on device 22, and so forth. All the way through to here. So then we come back, we said, are there any questions? So, any questions? Yeah, we talked about getting an image in their document. Up some channels.